Well, NFL Hall of Famer and famed podcaster Shannon Sharpe, thank you, Skip Bayless,
That is true!
is getting a huge payday.
What?
$100 million.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
That was on Friday. On Monday,
Hold up.
he got sued for $50 million by a hoe with an OF page.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm Jazz Berganza on this. Who knew Sharpe had a fetish?
Fuck.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there is.
That is also true.
And it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganza, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. Well, after coming off the extreme high that was WrestleMania, the aftermath, Rock, Cody, Cena winning his 17th world title, you're thinking, okay, the highs keep coming. And they did. Shannon Sharpe, their famed podcaster, Hall of Famer, Ravens, Broncos, got offered multiple offers that we're hearing of $100 million. Well, that was Friday. On Monday, he got sued for $50 million by a hoe with an OF page. Hey, if Sharpe's got a fetish, I'm not here to judge. Kind of am. But anyway, there's more. Really? Oh, yes. There's more. This coming from Outkick. Shannon Sharpe's future at ESPN in question following rapey allegations and a bizarre text leak. But let's hear a little bit from Clay Travis.
Shannon Sharpe, have you guys seen this, has been hit with a $50 million sexual assault lawsuit. Now, always on these suits, I say, okay, he deserves the right to defend himself. Let me tell you this. I have never been a big Shannon Sharpe defender. I don't know that I've ever defended him on anything on this show before.
Same, I haven't.
On Friday,
not really a fan.
News breaks that he's going to be getting a $100 million deal. That there are multiple companies out there that are potentially going to sign him to a $100 million deal. On Monday morning, a lawsuit seeking $50 million in damages comes out. I'm sorry. That feels awfully intentional to me.
Yeah, there's nothing sus about that. Shannon Sharpe's future at ESPN is in question. Sharpe is facing a $50 million lawsuit from an ex-girlfriend. So she's not some rando on OF. She's an ex-girlfriend. Oh my! Gets juicier. From an ex-girlfriend who has accused him of rapies in an apartment in October and January, he has vehemently denied the allegations, calling a lawsuit a shakedown. On Tuesday, Sharpe's lawyer said he previously tried to settle with the woman for at least $10 million. So you're telling me that none of this happened, but yet you still ponied up $10 million to keep her quiet. Nice. Hush money. I love it. Disclaimer, some of these shared texts that follow are vulgar and sexual violent in nature. This week, Jane Doe's lawyer released an audio clip of TMZ in which Sharpe threatens to choke the shit out of her client over the disagreement. And while Sharpe's attorney published a series of text messages showing the woman asking for sex, an exchange also included a text from January 2nd following the accuser telling Sharpe no means no. Quote, "But I cried when I left because I begged you to put on a condom and not put it in my rear end, and you didn't listen. The woman, who was 19 at the time, texted, 'I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon.' Sharpe has since uploaded the video to social media and daring the accuser to release a full sex tape of the two that are accusing the lawyer of targeting black men. Here's a little bit from Shannon himself. But notice the context and notice how clean this is.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Funny that if anybody's listened to Shannon Sharpe on his show, like on Club Shay Shay or what have you interviews, he's got an extreme Southern drawl. He is from the South. But funny how the Southern drawl all went away in this little clip. Interesting. According to the New York Times, Sharpe faces a separate lawsuit in New York filed in 23. In that suit, another ex-girlfriend accuses Sharpe of the Rapeys during an argument in 2010. Regardless of the outcome of either lawsuit, ESPN sources have expressed doubt that Sharpe will return to the network. Their source references how ESPN dismissed Michael Irvin, who Sharpe replaced on First Take in 23, after a woman accused him of the Rapeys during that week during the Super Bowl. Irvin has not appeared on ESPN since. Despite Stephen A. Smith campaigning for Irvin's return, Smith, who also serves as executive producer of First Take, was less adamant about Sharpe's future when discussing the topic on Tuesday. Quote, I know. I can tell you all I spoke to Shannon, not in details, but I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence. According to Mr. Busby, his client emphatically proclaims his guilt. So where does that leave us? I'd love to tell you the answer to that question, but I don't, Smith said on his podcast. He's saying, but he's not saying. Smith added that he spoke to ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro about Sharpe's standing with the company following the lawsuit. Quote, Pitaro made it very clear. We are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather the many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. ESPN's decision to hire Sharpe was questionable from the start. His stint at CBS Sports and FS1 both ended unceremoniously as rumors surfaced about his temper and demands. Specifically, CBS put Sharpe on leave after a woman accused him of forcing her to have sexual issues with him. The story goes a little bit further, but pretty much why go on? You pretty much got it. So, Sharpe, who has a history of sexual nonsense with women, why am I not surprised about this? Now, I'm surprised about the timing. Offers of $100 million on Friday, $50 million lawsuit on Monday. And a lot of people think it was just some rando girl off of OF. No, an ex-girlfriend who is fetishizing on OF says, yeah, Sharpe did the rapies, so I'm suing him. But what got me also during this article is that if you are innocent and you had nothing to hide and you're being completely transparent, why offer her $10 million hush money to go away? If there was nothing, why offer the money at all? Say, hey, guess what? You think you got something? Bring it. You're showing a 10-second clip? Show the whole 10-minute video. Bring it. That's what I would have done. But then again, I got morals and scruples, and other people don't. Anyway, Sharpe has got his hands full, and I will not be surprised if ESPN dropped him. But then again, ESPN woke as they are, wouldn't surprise me if they kept him either. And with that being said, I'm Josh Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.